Don't you love it when we learn things? I just love that. I love that in life, situations and scenarios happen and we learn from them. Like, sit back and think about that. Isn't that amazing? Like, that our minds and our bodies, we can just learn things. I don't know, it's pretty amazing. I think what's also amazing is that when we're born and as we're growing up, nobody teaches us to do wrong, right? I mean, think about it. I mean, like making fun of people or, stealing or little lies and stuff like that, that kind of comes natural. Well, that's because we're Adam and Eve's descendants and there's sin in our blood, and praise be to God that Christ came and has freed us. But it's just amazing how we can learn. And I want to share an experience with you guys. I hope you don't mind, of how I learned, and hopefully it encouraged you guys, and as it's encouraged me. Um, I went on a date not too long ago with a awesome girl, a girl after God's heart, no doubt about it. And it was a wonderful date. We had a great time. Went to a nice restaurant, and it was good. It was real good. After the dinner, we were going back to her house to hang for a little bit, and um, she lives in a nice neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, real nice neighborhood. And so we were driving around, like, just kind of killing time, talking and stuff. And we start driving, and like this SUV starts following us. Like, we're going down through all the cul-de-sacs, you know what I mean? Like, this is a nice neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Cul-de-sacs, everybody has Christmas lights, you kind of get the gist, okay? So we're going all these cul-de-sacs, and this SUV follows us through every single one. At one point, we go up to a cul-de-sac, and it waits on the main street, turns its lights off for us to come back down, then turns its lights on and follows us. And she's like, oh, maybe they're lost too. And I'm like, get it, like, we weren't lost, but she was just saying like, oh, maybe they're just lost trying to find their house. I was like, what are you talking about? I started getting mad. I was like, let's call the police. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not from like that kind of neighborhood exactly. So a car follows you for that long period of time. Like, call 911. Just let's just be safe. You know what I mean? Like, of course that isn't like the manly thing to do, right? But no, it's a smart thing to do in that situation. So I get out my phone. I'm about to call 911, and so like we keep driving. She's like, no, maybe they're looking at Christmas lights. And I was like, that could be true, except they followed us down every single cul-de-sac, and then they waited for us. Like, that was kind of weird. Well, anyway, so I'm kind of getting agitated. I'm kind of getting mad at this girl, this awesome girl that like, I just had a wonderful date with. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, you're so naive. Like, stop being so naive. And she's like, am I? And I was like, yes. Like, I'm blowing up and stuff. And inside I was just like, oh, this is kind of frustrating, right? And she knows that. Like, we're cool now and stuff, so I can speak on this like this. And so this is a point of video, I was mad and I was kind of angry a little bit. Not too bad. I don't get angry easy. And I was just kind of agitated about her being naive. Got me? Couple days later, I'm at work. I work at a grocery store. And I'm at work. And to make a long story short, I got scammed a little bit of money. Work's not too happy about it. And I realized right after it happened, he scammed me over the phone. He was a professional. He knew exactly what to say at every single point. And I even questioned it. And he got mad. And I was like, oh man, this must be real. And so I make this mistake. Instantly, right after it, of course I call these companies to cancel the money I put, that I gave this guy and stuff. And like, I'm calling my manager, I'm calling our corporate, like, I'm going crazy. But kind of before I pick up that phone, it was like, I realized, like, I was naive. And I realized that what I was telling, the girl, I wasn't I wasn't living, like I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. Like I was preaching like, don't be so naive, and in life, some serious stuff happens, and I'm like, a couple days later, I'm like, man, it happened to me. And I realized, guys, that we can learn. Of course, it was a mistake. It was a mistake to tell her that she was naive, and I wasn't even, and I was naive. So it was just like it was a humbling experience, no doubt about it. But if anything can come from this video, I just want to encourage you guys that we will say some things sometimes, but we got to make sure we're living it. You know what I mean? Like I should have been slow to speak and to her, and I should have just kind of taken everything in before I said anything. And in life, boom, 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 life's like this, right? Like we look towards Christmas, and we look towards New Year's, and we look towards Easter, and like we miss so much times. We keep saying, I can't wait, I can't wait. I made a video called I Can't Wait on my old channel, check it out. And we just get in this mood, and we just pass life. Life passes us by just like that. I just want to encourage you guys to slow down. In every situation, just think about it. If I wouldn't have been naive and just thought about it, and maybe even kind of went to God in like a quick prayer, I mean, everything would have been okay. I wouldn't have got scammed. I would have realized, wow, this is a scam. Come on, son. Like, I should have realized that, But I just want to encourage you guys to really just be careful in life, because there are, people out there. Satan can use people, and Satan ultimately wants to devour you. So he's going to use those people to really get you down. And so I apologize, if the girl's watching this video, which she might be, I apologize to you, that. And I just really have been learning a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to share that with you guys, that, we learn from scenarios and situations that happens to us every day. If we go to God in the right manner with it, he will teach us from it. You know what I'm saying? So if there's an event in your life, and maybe you kind of you corrected someone, and you kind of got agitated at someone, I just want to encourage you guys, make sure that you're right in here with you, and make sure what you're saying to that person, you're doing it too. Because I admit I was wrong in that situation. So I learned a lot, and praise God that he gets some glory out of this for sure.